Hello everyone and welcome to today's reading. I hope that all is well. If you're new here, I am LeeApocrypha and it is a pleasure to meet you. And if you're returning, welcome back, soul family. Thank you so much for being here. Today is going to have to be some short messages, but let's just see what comes through. So we have the Eight of Swords, someone's in their head right now. They're conflicted about something, but it could be something that is a pure thought, like something very genuine and innocent. So for example, if you've been wanting to focus more time and energy on something specific that makes you happy, then I see this as a confirmation that you're in your head, and it's mostly just you may be creating your own blockages at this time. Ace of Pentacles. So I see whatever this is, it can definitely lead to abundance. It could lead to some kind of sharing, giving, some kind of I keep hearing recognition as well, where you're able to express yourself and you'll be much happier for doing so. Now we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So I definitely see that you expressing yourself and not being so afraid anymore to do this thing that you've been really feeling called to do. I see that this is actually going to bring you closer to people that you care about and like-minded people. You're not going to feel so alone and isolated anymore. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Of course, it's going to take work, and you know that, I know that, we all know that. Whatever it is that you are building for yourself, I see that this is a green light for you to do so, and not to be so afraid. Things take time, and that's okay, that's normal. If there's something about your health as well that you've been procrastinating or waiting on, this is saying like, stop waiting on it. There's a reason why you're feeling the inclination or the intuition that you need to be on top of that and do something about it. Under the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. I don't know if this is something of the heart, but there's a lot of different colors here. So I'm seeing continuing to do what you love. Whether that's a hobby, changing your career, or, you know, moving something, some kind of change. This could be in regards to person, place, or thing. But it's what you do with your time. When you do more of what you love, you continue to grow and expand and evolve. You continue to fall into alignment with your truth, with yourself, and what it is that you are here to do. Let's see, under that we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Some of you are feeling like, I feel like part of what is holding you back, this mentality that may be holding you back, is because of this fear of inadequacy, or like not having enough knowledge, not having enough skill, not being talented enough, or not because you haven't been in the game long enough. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, everyone starts somewhere, and the longer you wait, the more unhappy you're gonna be. And you might start to resent this thing, person, place, or thing, or whatever the case is, because you are choosing consciously or subconsciously to be in a state of fear and lack, and not allow yourself the time, the space, and the energy to pursue what it is that is important to you. It is really important that you do. You want something to grow, then you have to start. It's like, for example, I just made myself red. It's like, for example, like if you're investing into something, you have to invest into it. So if you want to invest $10 into something, you have to invest it. You can't just be like, I want to invest the time, the energy, the money into this thing, and then never do, and then bitch and complain that it's not going anywhere. Well, of course. If you want to move and you're not looking into other places, and you're not saving money for deposits or something, then you're never going to find a place. And it's not like never, ever, but it's going to be harder for something to fall in your lap if you're not putting yourself in the space where it can be more visible to you. If you're never looking online, or you don't drive around in different neighborhoods, if you're not contacting a real estate advisor or whatever the case is, like, it's going to be much harder for you. And yeah, that doesn't mean it's impossible. Maybe you might have a dream about somewhere, and maybe you might get lucky and find it, but for the mass majority, it's not going to just fall in your lap so easy without you doing any of the work. You have to put yourself out there. You have to be in the energy where you're open to receiving this new energy. If you want to be better at something, then you have to do better at it. You have to keep practicing it. You have to keep working towards that. It's not going to just be perfect for you. And even people who are very talented and skilled, there's always more to learn. There's always more ways to grow, expand, and evolve, and such. So underneath the deck, we also have the Three of Pentacles. If this is some kind of collaboration that you have been wanting to do, then reach out. You never know unless you try. I think one of the best things of advice that I have ever received from someone would be from my parents, and mostly from my father, honestly, that he would say, if you want something, ask for it. And if someone says, what's the worst thing that someone can say? No? Okay, so if they say no, then it's no, and that's okay. Similarly, the whole kind of thing that, like, if you don't ask, the answer is 100% no. But if you ask, that creates a 50% chance of it being a yes. So you never know unless you ask. And I have seen many, many times, my dad is very, like, his speechcraft level would be at 100%. He is really good with bartering with people. He's very lighthearted. He's very genuine. He's very friendly, and he knows what to say and when to say it. And I have seen a plethora of times throughout my entire life how that has benefited not only him, but all of us. Even something that maybe at a store, at like maybe a little store, and he might kind of like joke like, oh, I'm spending this much, maybe you could just add this thing, like, I'm, an old veteran or whatever. And I'm like, okay, like, we'll give it to you, And he doesn't ever do it in a pushy, annoying way. He can read people really well. And I think that is something that you're learning, or this is kind of like an invitation for you to not be afraid to practice your speechcraft, practice reading people from afar. If it's, let's say you're in a big area, a store, or let's say you're in class, or whatever the case is, you're at work, and you look across the room and you see somebody, and you can kind of gauge their energy. Be aware that you are protecting your energy so that you don't take on their emotions. So have a barrier around you, but try to read a person and try to kind of decipher like how they might be feeling. Okay. So I see that can be something that can definitely help somebody when building something. There's nothing wrong with I know some people say that there are opportunistic people, and some people say that as a bad thing. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, as long as you're not using people and being rude, or like you don't care about that person's feelings or something. But like if someone gives you an opportunity to try something new, or to do something different, or to experience something else, and it's something that will be in your highest good, then like why not? Then why not? But I'm also seeing here, like, if you're wanting to extend your energy towards someone or a group or something, then this is also like a green light for you to collaborate, to work with people, to figure something out. Of course, learn to discern what would be for the best and what will just be a hindrance and hold you back. I'm seeing a lot of transformative energy here. Don't be afraid to take what's yours. Don't be afraid to admit your skills and admit the opportunities that you can improve. So, for example, if a higher up in the company comes to your store or something, and they say like, what are some things that you are good at? And what are some things that you need to work on? Don't be modest. Don't, like, I'm seeing you're not a cocky person, so you don't have to worry about it coming off that way. You could be like, I have, throughout the years, I have gotten better at this, even though that was something that when I started, it was quite difficult for me, but currently this is something that I'm working on. I saw 1331, and I looked away, and then I saw 333. So 3 is a powerful manifestation number. All right, and then we ended with the 3. So I'm going to end the reading here. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that this message helped bring some clarity and perspective into your situation. Information, disclaimers, and decks will be in the description box down below. If you need to want to have a look, then please do so. Alright, I love you guys. I hope to see you around. If you're interested in some fashion content and other tarot readings, then please consider checking out my YouTube channel. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.